Is every person who fights to spread fear a terrorist? What separates a freedom fighter from a rebel or a militant? Welcome to Minutes Mastery series by 3T. Today we'll try to differentiate between often confused words like terrorist, militant, insurgent, rebel, guerrilla fighter, freedom fighter and extremist. Actually, in one of the recent training sessions that I was conducting, we were discussing the recent happenings in Pahalgam, Kashmir. And some of the training participants were calling the oppressors militants, while some others were calling them terrorists. Hence, I thought we need to clarify and share our knowledge with you. So, first of all, terrorist is someone who uses violence against civilians so as to create fear for political, religious or ideological goals. For example, the Pahalgam attack, where civilians and tourists were deliberately targeted, resulting in deaths of 26 people, and we condemn it. Additionally, the Parliament attack, bombing in Samjhauta Express or Mumbai serial brass were aimed to destabilize society. These were infamous acts of terrorism targeting non-combatants. These could be extremists due to the radical beliefs, not necessarily violent all the time, but often fueling hatred or division. Example, Hizbul Mujahideen. Secondly, militant or insurgent is a person engaged in aggressive or combative action, often for political reasons. They generally focus on military or strategic targets. For example, armed groups of Maoists or Naxalites fighting against government forces trying to disrupt development and governance in rural areas in the Red Corridor. The guerrilla tactics they use are irregular methods like ambushes, landmines, hit and run or raids on police stations or government offices. In the movie Chhava, based on Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj's life, you will see guerrilla warfare brilliantly used against Mughal forces to protect Maratha territories. Thirdly, I have often thought, were freedom fighters rebels? In history, rebel is someone who resists or fights authority, may be violent or peaceful. For example, early leaders leading the 1857 revolt, resisting colonial British rule. Further, freedom fighter is a person who fights against oppression or foreign domination, seeking justice and independence. Examples have been Bhagat Singh ji, Subhash Chandra Bose ji, Mahatma Gandhi ji, leading to independence in 1947. Now, whether freedom fighters can be called rebels or vice versa depends on our perspective. From those who support the cause, freedom fighters are heroes. However, for those opposed to the idea, such individuals may be rebels. In short, the target, the method and the cause decide the label. Words do matter, you'd agree with me. When we mislabel, we blur the truth. And in times like these, clarity is power. Hence, we thought of clarifying these concepts from 3T. This was Minutes Mastery. See you next time with sharper minds and clearer perspectives.